Hi there, I'm Chirag Parikh, Senior Director for Azure Space, where we're focused on the space community to take advantage of the power of Azure, and then our end customers to derive the benefits space provides us all. So at Microsoft, partners are a cornerstone of all that we do, and space is no different. Today, it's my pleasure to be joined by JP Hemingway, CEO of SES Networks. Welcome, JP, to our fireside virtual chat, and thank you for joining us today.
Oh, thank you, Chirag. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, hey, so JP, it's amazing to think about just how much we partnered and engineered together in just a little over a year. About a year ago, Azure and SES announced the connection of existing SES teleports directly to Azure via our ExpressRoute service. And then just last month, we announced our Azure Orbital ground station service, which included us as a customer of yours building the infrastructure, but then also as you as a customer of ours by co-locating your SES O3b antenna or medium Earth orbit teleports with our Azure data centers. So I know this is a bigger plan that you have with SES to advance your own digital transformation and develop new services with the cloud in mind, and particularly with Azure. And so your cloud-first strategy, combined with your focus on industry standards and automation, is really aligned with what we have here at Azure. So can you tell us what interested you in working and cooperating with Microsoft?
Yeah, absolutely. And there's a number of reasons that have driven us to have such a deep collaboration model over the last sort of year or so, as you say. And it staggers me how much we've done together in just a small period of time. But I think at the outset, what was really clear to us is just the strong alignment. We engaged at all levels in the company. It was really apparent that partnering is in Microsoft's DNA. So it's something we really got on board with. And we started talking beyond the project at hand. We started talking about, okay, what's the cultures we embrace? What's the vision? What's the purpose of our companies? And again, you think about Microsoft, which is empowering people and organizations to achieve more. And then you put that with the SES one, which is about doing the extraordinary in space to deliver amazing experiences anywhere on Earth. So you look at the intersection of this about, okay, I've got these fantastic cloud capabilities, this great intelligence, and we want to get to as many people as we can around the globe. Then you add that to what SES is doing, is providing that vehicle to get to everybody around the world, whether they're floating, flying, or in really hard to reach places. It was just a really good alignment of interest that's really taken us through all these programs together. I think the second, as you say, this is part of a bigger transformation plan for SES. We've got sort of three facets to that. The first of which is that just as a business, as an organization, we needed to get better. We needed to improve our efficiency. We needed a cloud-first IT strategy to embrace the very best technologies that we could. So we're doing that with Microsoft. The second is we're an operator of services on a global basis. We need to take the capabilities of our orchestration systems, the things that are the brain of our network, the things that dynamically allocate satellite capacity on demand, and the ARC system, the brain of our space system. But we've put those natively in the cloud for the scalability and resilience that the cloud enabled. So that was kind of number two. And number three is that we wanted to co-create solutions together, things that optimize content and connectivity with cloud. So there's a seamless capability to get access from our customers all the way back into the cloud applications they know they need as part of their own digital transformation strategies. But most importantly, I think the satellite industry needs to disrupt itself. We need to disrupt ourselves. We need to embrace more orchestration. We need to embrace more virtualization. We need to be able to have a seamless orchestration across cloud, content, and connectivity. And we needed an ecosystem to do that within. We can't do it ourselves. And Microsoft is a leader in that ecosystem. So for all those reasons, and probably a few more, it's been a really great and deep partnership to this point in time.
Yeah, that's wonderful. I mean, yeah, partnerships is absolutely in our DNA. And yes, coming from the space community, especially the national security side, right? Being able to bridge these new advances in information technology, cloud capabilities, and space really provides a 1 + 1 = 3 type of ecosystem here. So that's fantastic. But as we know, as these communities continue to evolve and adapt and use some of these cloud capabilities, the requirements will also change along the way there. And as those requirements change, we have to be able to adapt and change as well as partners. And so one of those needs that our customers have is the ability to have a cloud data center and its services and connectivity in remote locations where there may be unreliable or even no fiber connection at all. So I'm excited to announce today that as Microsoft unveils its Azure Modular Data Center to support high intensity, secure cloud computing at the edge in challenging environments, we've expanded our partnerships with you at SES to bring medium Earth orbit satellite connectivity to these MDCs. So, as a multi orbit SATCOM company where you support enterprise and government customers, how do you see this new facet in our partnership?
Yeah, I couldn't be more excited about what we're doing just now. As I said, it's the next milestone, and I think a journey of many more that we'll see. And again, at SES, we have a fairly unique position today that we're already operating a multi-orbit constellation. We have a large fleet of geostationary satellites, and then we have the MEO, as you call it, the medium Earth orbit closer to the Earth. And for some time now, we've been working out which applications need to use which orbit and intelligently steering traffic across those orbits based on high throughput or low latency or the coverage that you need. So we've been matching that application performance to the various orbits that we run. And when we started engaging with Microsoft and asking them, okay, with your Azure domain, what kind of capabilities do you need for customers accessing the cloud? And as importantly, if you take that cloud to the edge, you have an intelligent edge node that needs connectivity back into the sort of core cloud. What kind of performance does that need? Has it needed on demand all the time? What kind of flex do you need to have? So we've got some really interesting conversations around that. And if you think about between the two of us, we've got an incredible combination of the global Azure presence, the Azure cloud, the Azure global network. At the edge of that network, we've got these seamlessly integrated data centers and satellite gateways, as I call it, the seamless on-ramp from space to the cloud. And then beyond that, again, you've got the access to all of the customers that we can connect to the cloud or indeed take the edge of the cloud to those customers. I think that's an incredibly powerful conversation to have. And when I speak to our customers, they are all going through their own digital transformation journeys, whether they're in the government space or telcos are extending their networks for 4 and 5G, whether it's the energy market, video content distribution, telemedicine, smart agriculture. All of those industries are looking to improve their digitization and take intelligence out to the very edge. And I couldn't be more excited with the Azure Modular Data Center. And I love the demo that we did around that just recently, where we had a capability that had fiber and MEO connectivity to the modular data center. And when we did a simulation of a fiber cut, all of the traffic cut over and obviously seamlessly performed as if it had fiber in the first place. That kind of confidence that it will give our customers that they can run really smart, intelligent edge capabilities over satellite infrastructure is something that will make a massive difference to the market. I couldn't be more excited to take it to our customers together.
Yeah, that demo was pretty impressive, and we're all proud of the partnership and the engineering that went into putting that together, and now being able to bring that out to customers. And absolutely right. The fact that we have the power of O3B connectivity, your Geo platform, our high performance computing, machine learning, and data analytics, being able to provide those kind of capabilities to customers at the edge, how they need it, when they need it, where they need it, is critically important here. So, JP, I couldn't be more proud to be able to have this opportunity to talk to you and be able to highlight our partnership as it has evolved over this past year and provide innovative solutions to our customers, whether it's at home or at the intelligent edge. So, hey, thanks again for taking the time to talk to us. We really do appreciate it.
My absolute pleasure. And this is start of a fantastic journey together to really grow the reach of cloud to as many people as possible around the entire globe. So more to come, I'm sure, and love to speak to you again.
Thank you.